In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the filler neck on this Toyota Tacoma. Let's install this TRQ filler neck. As you can see, the filler neck connects right here, so you don't have to take the fender liner down for this to disconnect it, but I will. I believe that it makes a lot more space and it's going to be a lot easier to disconnect the two hoses. There's not just this, there's one behind it, so I'm going to take it down, but like I said, you don't have to. To remove this fender liner, you have several push clips that go along, as well as two screws that go into the quarter panel here, or the side of the bed actually. So take a trim tool. You might need a pick to pick these out as you prime out, and hopefully yours don't break. A lot of these do end up breaking when you remove them, so try to be gentle. If you break them, just have new ones on hand to replace them so you can secure the fender liner properly at the end. Just go along the entire liner here, pry them all out. There are also some push clip retainers on the inside of the liner. Oops, that one broke. That one as well, and another one right over here. At this point, you can pry this away and pull it down. I'm not removing the entire thing, so it's not coming off. I'm just pulling it down to get better access. Just like that. Now with the fender liner moved out of the way, you can see if you follow the filler neck, there's one clamp right here. This holds the main filler neck hose. There's another one right back there. We're going to get to that in a minute. Let's start with the first one. Should be a 10mm socket on this. Mine is extremely rusty. I'm going to replace the clamp at the end. Thankfully, it's breaking free, so that's a plus. If yours isn't breaking free, try to spray it with rust penetrant, work it back and forth, and if really it's not moving, you might end up having to cut it. But try your best to save it and take it off the right way. You don't have to remove it completely. All you have to do is loosen it up enough to release pressure off of the hose here. To get this off, a lot of times it gets stuck, so what I'm going to do is take a pick and try to push the hose off of the filler neck itself. Be gentle not to break the hose, of course. There we go. Doing this should allow me to pull it straight off. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna have to set this aside like that. Might as well remove my clamp at this point so I can replace it. Get a nice new one. And now, let's do the same to this clamp over here. This one is even worse condition, so I'm gonna try my best. Should be a 10mm socket on this. All right, finally got this one as well. Gonna move the clamp out of the way, and let's do the same to this. Pry it down, grab a pick if needed to get it unstuck. And there it is. I'm gonna remove this clamp as well. I'm gonna get my socket off of here and replace the clamp. With a 12mm socket, remove this bolt that holds the filler neck bracket onto this bracket that's welded onto the frame. Nope, that broke off, but that's all right. We're gonna replace that with another bolt when we install the new filler neck. This is now loose, perfect. Now open up the fuel filler door, remove the fuel filler cap, and you can take the filler neck, slide it straight out the bottom, just like this, and back out. There it is. Now bring in the filler neck from behind and line it up with the pocket here. I'm gonna put on the gas cap just so that it doesn't fall through. Close that up. Now, let's bolt it onto the bracket down here. Snug this up. There we go. Just squish this bracket down a little bit. It's kind of like a layered piece here. And once you feel that it's snug, give it about 1/8 of a turn. That should be plenty tight for this. Now to reconnect the filler neck hoses, I'm going to start with the smaller one back there. just because it's going to be a little difficult to reach once I put the main filler neck hose in place. Slide those on. There we go. I have new clamps on both of these. Make sure they bottom out, or at least kind of fall into place where they're supposed to. Let's tighten up these clamps. They're a little bit difficult to get to. Once it starts squishing the hose a little bit, stop there. You don't want to damage the hose or strip out the clamp. All right, that's snug. Let's get the other one. This one you can get with a socket. And same thing, just snug it up until it starts squeezing the hose. That's plenty tight right there. Can't spin the hose, so we're good to go. Let's reinstall the fender liner. Make sure it lines up everywhere. That way it can fall into place. All right, I'm going to start with the push clips that go up in here. And these over here, just press them in. If yours broke, source new ones. That way this fender liner can be properly secured. And the two screws at the top. Just make these snug. There you go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.